This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 4 shot, 2 fatally in Duncan's Trelawny. 2 men are dead and 2 others battling for life in hospital after they were attacked by alleged gunmen at a garage in Duncan's Trelawny yesterday. Deputy Superintendent in charge of operations in the Western Parish, Winston Milton, confirmed the incident. He said he could not provide any further details. "We're still at the scene trying to put together pieces of evidence," he said. More information to come. 5 stolen goats recovered in St. Elizabeth operation. The St. Elizabeth police recovered 5 goats in Southampton, St. Elizabeth yesterday. The goats, 3 ewes and 2 rams, were found about 10 a.m. during an operation in the area. 3 of the animals have been pointed out by their owner, who reported them stolen about 3 weeks ago in the community of Northampton in the parish. The police say they are making efforts to identify the owner of the other 2 goats. Victims of goat thieves recently are being asked to contact the Black River Police immediately at 876-965-2232 or 876-965-2026. Person of interest in multiple murders handed over to cops. A man who the St. Andrew South police named as a person of interest in 3 murders committed this month and asked to turn himself in by midday Friday is now in police custody. Simon Clark from Westport Avenue, Kingston 11, was brought to the Hunts Bay Police Station by attorney at law Bert Samuels about 1:30 p.m. Friday. Police said Clark, who was freed in April after 6 years in custody, is slated for a series of interviews in relation to several murders and reports of extortion. A video of Clark denying being involved in any crime is making the rounds on social media. In the video, Clark said criminal activities had been going on in his community long before he was released and said he is being targeted. The police had reported that Clark was wanted in connection with the murder of Damian White committed on Friday, May 6, 2022, about 2:45 p.m. at a tire shop in Riverton City, Kingston 11. The murder of Kina Gonzalez, otherwise called Indian, which was committed on Monday, May 16, 2022, about 7 p.m. along a dirt track in the same community, and the murder of Kwam Isuman, otherwise called Isu, which was committed on Wednesday, May 18, 2022, about 7:45 p.m. on Ferguson Drive, also in Riverton City, Kingston 11. The police added that on Wednesday, April 20, 2022, after witnesses failed to appear before the court, prosecutors entered a nolle prosequi in 3 other murder cases for which Clark was before the court. Since Clark's release, there has been an upsurge in murders, shootings, and reports of extortion in and around the Riverton and the Kingston 11 area, the police said. Cops make headway in bike robbery case. Less than a week after the St. Elizabeth and the Westmoreland police launched a joint investigation following reports of a motorcycle being stolen from its owner at a gunpoint in Bluefields, Westmoreland, a breakthrough has been made in the case. The breakthrough came about 11 a.m. on Saturday, May 28, when the team went to a section of Brompton District in St. Elizabeth to follow up on investigative leads. During a search of bushes, 2 motorcycles were found. One of the motorcycles has since been identified as the one that was robbed from its owner in Bluefields on Sunday, May 22. The other motorcycle is a 2018 high-rev CG 150, and the investigators are urging anyone who may be able to identify the vehicle to contact the Black River Police at 876-965-2232 or 876-965-2026. People may also contact the police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. Woman stabbed 30 times, afraid attacker will strike again, says cops are not doing enough. Nalia Dennis, who was stabbed 30 times and left for dead by her jealous ex-lover in November of last year, says she is fearful that the incident might reoccur to an even more extreme extent, as police officers in her area have not been doing enough to provide safety for her. Dennis, who resides in Anatoby, St. Mary, has been home for a month since being discharged from a rehabilitation center in Kingston, and not once, she says, has police personnel attempted to visit and document her long overdue statement of what happened on the night of the heinous attack. From the incident happened, no police don't come and talk to me. I understand in the first half because I could barely talk, but I am better now. Every time my aunt go to the police station and tell them to come to my house, they said that they would come, and all know they don't reach. They keep asking if she don't have any transportation to bring me to the station, and they should come to me because I am disabled, Dennis told the news. She added, "It's 6 months now since the incident and no form of interest from them, and it makes me sad. And they say that they can't put him on a wanted list for St. Mary because they haven't taken a statement from me." Dennis's plea is for an increased police presence in the area of the community which she resides, as it was while she was outside of her house that the man named as a person of interest by the police, and who is also the father of her children, came into the yard and started a conversation about their daughter. During the conversation, the alleged attack occurred. The following morning, her blood-drenched body was found at her aunt's shop outside the house. "Me just feel like they're not taking this thing serious. Are they going to wait until something more serious happened to me before they come?" she asked. "If the police was at least patrolling the area and just look out, I would feel more safe. Me not even hear no police jeep on the road. I'm home but I'm scared. I have to be listening if anybody is coming for me. And sometimes me not even sleep because me afraid say he might come attack me again," she added. Dennis told the news that she is anxiously waiting for the suspect to be caught, as that would make her feel less worried. "I want the police to do more for my safety and try their best to find him because I need closure. I want to know what was the reason for him to destroy me like this," she said. The wounds have damaged the left side of her body, leaving it dysfunctional, but she has been trying to remain positive. "The left side of my body is damaged. I lost hearing to the left ear. My left nostril can't smell anything and my left eye is gone. The left leg is also not as strong as the right one, and my left hand is not so functional. I try to be happy because I'm around my family and children, but other times I am sad. I'm going to church and I'm gonna get baptized, but they said I have to start walking better first," she told the news. Millions unspent in yard-to-yard search. As the Ministry of Education and Youth continues its countryside search for thousands of students who have not returned to the classroom, its Safety and Security in Schools unit has revealed that millions of dollars allocated to the initiative has not been spent. Hundreds of social and youth workers budgeted for under the program have not been engaged, Richard Troop, acting director of the Safety and Security unit in the Ministry of Education and Youth, revealed in response to Sunday's questions. According to Troop, $103 million was allocated to the yard-to-yard Find the Child initiative, which he said was being undertaken by 3,000 deans of disciplines, guidance counselors and teachers, along with a cadre of social and youth workers. But the acting director said just over $45 million of the amount is still unspent, and the program will be extended by 3 months. As at April 13, 2022, I can confirm that 84 or 90% of the 108 social workers have been engaged. I can also confirm that 303 or 52% of the 579 youth workers have been engaged. Based on the confirmation of the number of persons engaged, the expenses that would have been incurred as at the date of the referenced report amounted to $57,870,000, stated Troop in written responses to follow-up questions from the news team. He added, "I can also confirm that a number of schools have indicated that the funding support that was disbursed by the ministry to support the engagement of a youth worker and or social worker has not been utilized because their unaccounted students have returned to school." The acting director also said the ministry was in the process of utilizing the unused funds to support the efforts of other schools that are still struggling to identify and engage their unaccounted students. No additional funding will be requested. The ministry is committed to a further extension of the initiative, utilizing the unspent budgetary support that was provided to the 478 schools across the 14 parishes. Beyond the extension date, the school-based teams, including deans of discipline, guidance counselors, and the teachers, will continue to conduct home visits to locate and re-engage students, said the Troop, while adding that the Education and Youth Ministry is working on an app dubbed Family Connect to be used by all schools to identify, support, and re-engage unaccounted students. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.